up, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we put the real in reality or whatever. Period.
Period.
Ooh.
Girl, you caught me off guard. I was still editing the name, child. I don't know how to do the E.
So I'm your host, Pharaoh Famous. Who is our co-host today?
Well, I guess it's Lisa Rose, because bitch, I don't know how to do the accent on this laptop. Let me try to find it.
Oh Lord, Miss Lisa Rose.
Girl, you caught me off guard.
Up.
You knew I was editing.
Stand
You knew I was getting my beat on and things.
Up.
Girl, it's just gonna be Rose today because I gotta Google it actually.
Oh my God, Lisa, please.
What? I'm here.
Anyways, Lisa Rose is here. I'm here. We're ready to talk about Drag Race episode, whatever the motherfuck this was. This was a cute episode. This season is real cute. It's real cute. It's rounding out. They have some really heavy hitter episodes, and then they got some, average episodes. It was an average episode. A lot of people was online about the results, though. I don't usually see stuff about the episode. But this time I saw shit about the episode because the girls was online about the results, honey. Y'all was mad, honey. What?
Well, because it's no shade. We're gonna get into it more. I definitely do not agree with Miss Lana being in the bottom. I'm sorry. I think the girls' favoritism is jumping out a little bit for Miss what's her girl name? Lexi Love. It's no shade. I know Alessandra, that's your girl. That is your girl. And I also like Lexi. I don't want it to get misconstrued at all. I do like Lexi. I think she's a fun personality. I think as far as like charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, she has it. I'm getting sick of the Susie arc. I'm getting sick of every single challenge. There's this, I don't know, and I'm scared about Susie. And we see her literally struggling. And then we get to the motherfucking critiques. And it's, I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm just like, I don't know, because when we start getting into the, final, I don't need no type of mishappenings because they love Lexi.
Child, look, Lexinators, Lexi Lovaticus in the chat. I got y'all back this episode. Don't worry. I got y'all back. You don't need to defend your girl. And I'm not even a Lexi Love stan. She annoys me sometimes. I'm going to be real. But I got y'all back this episode. It's nothing. Don't even worry. Don't even worry about it. Okay?
Well, you're gonna worry. I did want to get into some things though, because I've still been doing my Drag Race rewatch, which is just so good. It's just so good. I don't know. Like, I fucking love Drag Race. I do not care to watch anything else right now but Drag Race. And I want to watch it all again. And then I want to start getting into the international girls. Like, I feel like I need to make this my whole entire personality. I need to find a drag in Texas. I need to become a Davenport bitch or O'Hara, and I need to go on that motherfucking show. Like, it's on period. It's really on period at this point.
Period.
But I want to speak on Drag Race season 8, aka Bob the Drag Queen season. Love Bob the Drag Queen. Love him bad. Season 8 is so good to me. Like, I remember I had it very high on my list on my first ranking. And after watching this one, I was like, it's so fucking good. Like, and I Googled, and a lot of the girls said it was not a good season to them. I guess because like the All Stars 2 hype was happening. It was only 10 episodes. The girls felt like it was giving Best Friends race. I agree with the Best Friends race, but I feel like as far as the cast, I mean, first of all, that top 4 was nasty. It had 3 black queens in the top 4.
Oh, did it?
And then the fourth
was that in her era where she hadn't crowned a black queen in a while, so she had to put 3 black queens in the end?
Or was that was still pretty early.
Oh, okay, boom.
That was still pretty early. And the 4th queen was an Asian, Miss Kim Chi. Oh, I love it. Yeah. And it's like that top 4, to me, literally, I think is one of the best top 4s in Drag Race, as far as personality, at least. I mean, all of them are so fucking likable. Of course, Bob is iconic as fuck. And then they owe me, oh, my diva. I have to say one thing, and it's no shade to Lux Noir. It's no shade.
What?
Someone made a comparison to Lana to Naomi Smalls, and watching her season, I'm gonna need Lana to dip into the House of Smalls real quick, get some critiques, and then jump back to the House of Noir. I don't know. I just feel like she would be a very good example for Lana to like follow in terms of how to elevate their drag style, because I just feel like they have very similar energies, especially when it comes to like the runway model-esque of them all. So yeah, I need that bad. And then, of course, Chi Chi DeVayne, my diva. She sadly passed away during 2020. And
she
Yep.
made top 4.
Eva, yes,
It's
my mama.
wonderful. That's awesome.
I knew about her passing when I first watched, but like I said, without the Untucked, I feel like I couldn't really get a deep connection with a lot of the queens.
Mhm.
And man, like Chi literally watching it and getting the Untucked, it's like when I tell you, every time I would have a moment of like, I love her, I would burst out in tears because the fact that like she's no longer here, and it's just like it's really, I don't know. It's surreal to watch it knowing that she passed in that way, especially because a lot of the season was about building her up and really introducing her to a lifestyle that she always was, really, really, trying to get to.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's just unfortunate. But overall, I think it was a really, really good season, even with the best friends race of it all. And then I finished season 9. I think it's also a really, really good season. I had it very high on my list. I had it number 1 on my list. On my first ranking. That's my first ranking. I don't know what I was on when that happened, because on this rewatch, I liked it, but like number 1,
who's on season 9 though? Like who's a famous girl on season 9?
Shea Coulee, Peppermint, Sam Starr, Drag Mama, Trinity Taylor.
That's her first season?
Yes, that's her first season.
Oh, okay.
And watching it, I was like, she is so much like Sam. Like, I guess because I haven't seen her in a while, like I knew the comparison was there, but watching her, I was like, this is the exact same person. Like, I can definitely see that is her drag daughter. And I'm really happy I rewatched the season, because when I first watched, I was like, oh no, Shea Coulee definitely deserved to win. I don't know why they gave it to Sasha, but when I was watching, I'm sorry, I don't want to spoil too much for you, sister. Just, you ain't gonna remember anyway. You ain't gonna remember anyway. So with her, I was able to really understand her drag better. Like, now that I like have seen like all the seasons already basically, and I have like a more understanding of drag, I like really appreciate her more, and I understand why she wins. I'm actually very curious to see because I'm doing like a winners ranking, and I was like, I wonder if she was in all winners, could she beat Jinx Monsoon? Because no shade, I was like, I don't know if Jinx would be able to beat her. Because I thought she was really, really good.
Who's your top 3 on the winners ranking so far? So
far I'm on season 10 right now. So I finished season 9. So my top 3 on the winner ranking, I did, no shade, y'all can feel how y'all want about this, Bianca and Bob 1 and 2. Now,
girl, you just
do I love them? Yes, I love them.
Stand goggles is on, honey.
No. I don't think the stand goggles are on. I feel like because when I first did my initial ranking, I had Bianca and Bob towards the middle / bottom. Because when I did my first ranking, I was like, they're just funny. The drag, the looks aren't there. But now that I know Drag Race, I know it's way more than the look. The look doesn't even fucking matter. As far as charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, Bob and Bianca have that. And when you watch their season, you're going to know that. Because it takes a lot to be a comedy queen and still have the charisma to outshine all of these bitches. Like, it's just there. They have this star power. So I motherfucking stand by it. But after watching 1 through 9, my top 3 is Bianca, Bob, and Sasha Velour.
Interesting. That's the girl from 9.
That's the girl from 9. So I mean, that's my opinion right now. I'm excited to see when I get towards the end of the list. But yeah, love that season. Love Shea Coulee so motherfucking much. And then there's this one queen, Nina Bonina. She's Lucky Star's old drag mama.
Oh yes.
Literally, y'all. Sasha Colby, I'm not on. I'm only ranking 1 to 9.
He ain't got back. He ain't got back.
So I'm restarting.
He gonna rap all the way. He restarts.
Yeah, I'm restarting my winners ranking
because that's on your ass. Sasha Colby. Hello.
So far, 1 through 9, that is my top 3. It's definitely gonna change, but it's only 1 through 9.
Mind you, Sasha Velour couldn't even win a challenge. Lisa, please.
Challenges. I mean, like I said, I don't know. Y'all need to go look through winners 1 through 9. I feel like it's not shocking if you see who 1 through 9 is. No shade.
Go back to 1 through 9. This is a 1 through 9 winner.
Like, that's why I think the girls are not realizing it's only 1 through 9. Like, I do not think she's gonna stay up there. But also Nina Bonina Brown. Bonina Brown, my mama. So Nina Bonina, you know how they say inner saboteur?
Yes. That's what Lexi Love has.
Nina Bonina is the inner saboteur.
Whoa!
In fact, they should not call it inner saboteur. They should call it inner Nina Bonina Brown. Because when I tell you, this girl literally just is she sets herself up. She really does. Like,
Oh my
you
God,
know how
that's
that
scary.
one girl is like, you getting in your own way. It's like and like the paranoia and like everything. Like she's just all the way
She's
out
all
there.
of it.
Yeah,
Anxiety, stop.
literally.
Nita, stop.
There were moments when she
What?
was like, yeah, people are talking mess about me. And they would be like, well, who? I mean, I didn't hear anyone actually say it, but I know people are talking about me. And they'd be
Did
like,
we see people talk about her like on the internet?
no, we didn't.
Oh, she made it up.
She's delusional, and it's no shade. She's very delusional. She's hilarious, but she's delusional. And right now, I'm on season 10. And when I tell you, I forgot how good this season was. First of all, they have like fucking 90 black queens on this season, which
season 10?
Season 10 is Monet Exchange first
Monet
season.
Exchange. Gotcha.
And I mean, I could list more girls, but you wouldn't know them.
Monet Exchange. That's all.
Monet Exchange. A lot of black girls this season. I really, really enjoy that because there was a specific moment with Aquaria where she was crying. She came for this girl, the Vixen, first. And then the Vixen clapped back because that's what the Vixen's gonna do. And Aquaria was in the untucked crying, and the black girls was like, "Hold on now, we are not about to make this a whole you're being bullied moment because we all sat here and watched you come for her first." So I like that they have so many black queens in that moment because she needs to be educated, and we need to be able to change the narrative because that is not what happened. And when I tell you, what season 10 is so good, and you know who? Because who? The Vixen, okay? And I know my good sister was dragged for her time. I know she was. I know they ate that black queen up, but I know they love playing Jane for the same exact shit. Vixen came into that season and she said, I'm going to get us an Emmy. She was the first person to say, I'm going to fight for an Emmy. Because if we're being honest, season like half of season 6 through 9 was giving RuPaul's Best Friends race. The Vixen walked in, her intro line is literally, I'm ready to fight. And she was putting it on the floor since day one. Because bitches wanted to be all, well, I don't know. And she said this, and I'm not sure. She was like, no, let's put it on the floor. Let's put it on the floor. And I know the audience was eating her up, them white twinks, but she is making the season. It's like it's like literally what Plain Jane did. Like she activated the girls to really get into the teas. So I'm only a few episodes in, and I'm living for it. I think this may be in my top 3 seasons once I'm done. Probably overall, because they're really eating it up, especially with like the diversity in it.
Nice, honey. That's a good. So, first of all, you're zooming through these seasons, y'all.
This
is what was that? You watched 3 seasons since the last update.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. It's really. I'm not watching when I'm not doing this. If I'm watching TV, it's Drag Race.
Amen.
Like I'm sorry, it's so good. It's so good. And like I said, it's like with the Untucked, it's like literally I'm watching an entirely different show. Girl, they talking about Eureka in the chat, y'all. Yeah, Eureka's a mess. She's a plus size queen. She was originally on 9, broke her foot and came back for 10. And she's just really, really extra. It gives very much
like Mimi I'm First.
Center of attention. Mimi I'm First coded down. She is literally Mimi I'm First walked so she could run for sure. For sure. and that's how I feel about the Vixen. Like I feel like the Vixen walked so Plain Jane can run. Because I know the girls were standing Plain Jane. I know they were. Because she activated the season after we had a lot of seasons of, okay, the girls are not getting messy like that. So I really enjoyed that she came and she was like, let's put it on the floor. Because, baby, these Untucks have been giving, okay? Literally, I haven't been this gagged by, like, season drama in this rewatch since season 5. Like, as far as, like, drama personalities, I feel like it's up there with 5 so far. So, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
Now, y'all, my rewatch not going that good. I finished season 3 finally. Took me some time for that. Raja, I'm not gagging, and I mean
you're not gagging.
Mid for me. But this is an earlier season. What can I expect? Season 4, I got to episode 3, and then I got stuck because I got to Dita Ritz's most iconic, most famous lip sync for her life, and I just rewatched that for the rest of my life. Like I haven't stopped rewatching it to this day.
Girl, that Dita Ritz lip sync.
You and me.
Yes, sorry. Together. Girl, that was a lip sync for your motherfucking life.
My life was on the line.
When I tell you that is, I would still consider that one of the best lip syncs of all time. And that's why you need to finish that season. Because I feel like Latrice also delivers a top 5 lip sync.
I love Latrice. I'm like I think I got to episode 5. Love Latrice down already. It's a lot of interesting characters this season because Willem is an interesting
Willem's
character.
a mess.
Willem is an
No
interesting
spoilers
character.
for Pharaoh in the chat with Willem, but Willem is going to continue to be a mess, and you have to see how that ends.
Interesting. Sharon Needles, this is the first of many. And that's how I feel about Sharon Needles. And I'll just leave it at that. Very interesting girl over there. Who the fuck else? Love Latrice, like I said.
Jiggly Caliente, the original Joella.
Jiggly Caliente walked for Joella to run. Like, oh my God. Jiggly Caliente is hilarious. You know what's fucking crazy? I remember like a long time ago when I was a kid, I used to engage on online activities. And on these online activities, there could be profiles made for different people. Somebody's profile name was Jiggly Caliente, and I always remembered that. And I was like, what is this name? That's funny. And then to find out it was a drag name.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious. But yes, she's very hilarious. Oh my God.
Definitely
Kenya, the little girl.
Yes.
She's hilarious. She's a gag. Love Fifi O'Hara. I just love this season.
You better, because the Fifi is another girl. She's another girl that said, I'm about to get the season activated, and the girls didn't want to respect her for her time. Mm-hmm. Okay, she was doing what needed to be done. Definitely get through this season so you can get to season 5, because season 5.
I don't want to see Roxy.
Girl, when I tell you, you're going to love Roxy that season.
Sure can.
Okay, girl, you're gonna see. The entire season gives. Like, it's not even like, you're gonna just love Roxy. You're gonna love everyone.
Amen.
Like season 5 I will say good.
I thought, because I haven't seen any of these, y'all. So I thought I loved 3. And then I watched 4 and I was like, they don't got shit on.
And then you're about to watch 5 and have the exact same reaction, Baba.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
Not so much on Mother Roxy. I've never seen Roxy and Mother in the same sentence. Ain't never been made sense to me, and it's never no sense.
And you know what? Like I said, when I did All Stars when we had recapped All Stars, I didn't remember season 5. It didn't stick in my mind as much as it did this watch. So all I remember was her All Stars performance, which wasn't the best. So I kind of agree with you a little bit, because I'm like, okay, that's mainly what I remember, the All Stars, because I watched that more recently. Watching season 5, I was like, oh no. This is why the girls love motherfucking Roxy, because I left out of that season standing the fuck out of her. So we'll see what you feel after, but I think she was really good on that season.
Shout out to Zay, making it motherfucking rain. Never watched any of Drag Race until this one because of y'all. Oh, that's so mean.
I know that's right.
Just mentioned it. I'm sorry. Girl, you right here with me. I've only seen 5 seasons. No shade.
And when I tell y'all, it's gonna be, y'all are gonna love it. And like I said, I definitely plan on starting to get into the international seasons. I feel like I thought I wanted to watch Canada first, but I feel like people say more positive things about UK. Okay. So I'll probably watch UK and then do Canada and then see where to go from there.
Period. I know that's right. All right, y'all. Let's slide into this motherfucking episode, honey. Boom. We started off already with a bang. This season gonna win an Emmy, ain't it? Because Arietti decides that her villain era is never gonna be over. And she writes on the motherfucking mirror, I quote, "From one smelly bitch to another. Anya, please brush your teeth."
And I feel
now pause right there. What?
No, I saw it last episode, and last episode when I saw it, I thought it was funny because I didn't know the context behind it. But then, they all come in and they reveal that, Anya has explained to them privately, clearly off camera for a reason, that she has issues that she needs to work out with some dental issues or whatever. And her doing that was a low blow. So finding out the context, it's like, that was just really fucking nasty. I don't know why she felt to go so low. I like none of it was just that serious, in my opinion. So it's just like, to leave on a very nasty, nasty note like that is just like, I don't know. Because you knew it was off camera. You knew it was off camera. You knew it was, you know what I mean? And I feel like to her, and this is what's kind of scary, I feel like to her, she didn't see it as that serious. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't think she thought like, oh, I'm really about to have this bitch. Or maybe she did, which is also kind of concerning. I don't know. Because I feel like when she like left the situation, like she was like laughing, she was smiling, she seemed positive about leaving. Yes. So I was just like confused when I got the context that she would leave a message like that. So I don't know. I just feel like it never needs to go that far when we're bringing personal things into it.
Right. And she did comment somewhere that Anya did tell people privately that, but she wasn't one of the people she told that privately.
So how the fuck you know?
So she just knew her breath stunk. She didn't know she had a condition because of her breath stunk. That's what she commented. But also, I don't think she would be commenting that and lying because Anya and her are cool now. So I don't think she would have the freedom to lie about it and them still be cool. They're still cool to this day. So maybe
if that is the truth,
but
the edit definitely ate her up because we didn't see her perspective because she's gone. But the girls explained that she told them privately. So the assumption would be that Ariete knew. So I guess that's where the conflicting information is coming in at. Either way, Anya, they did say they were cool. I saw them like talking a little bit in the comments. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't give like bestie esty cool. I know they did some like Roscoe's event recently.
They give cordial
together. It just it gives cordial if anything. Because Anya is very, very congenial for sure. So do you think a winner could win Miss Congeniality?
Yeah, if they win Miss Congeniality. Like Taylor Hell, it'll be rare. It'll take until season 24, probably. It'll take a while. But Anya's going to win, and she might win Miss Congeniality, so that'll be very interesting. But
honestly, who would win Miss Congeniality this season? I mean, they're voting.
We discussed it. I remember mentioning Sam Starr. I know Sam is shady, but I don't think they are receiving it as that. But I don't even think that's a good answer. I don't know. I guess. I don't need her to win anything. Sorry. But anyway,
no, it was really
it was
really nasty. It was really nasty.
Because even if you only knew her breath stank, why would you write a comment about? Because that's why I didn't even find it funny. Like I didn't see it last episode, but as soon as I saw it, I didn't necessarily find it funny because I'm like, if her breath actually stank, unless her breath didn't actually stink and it was just a joke. But if her breath actually stank, it's like,
well, I honestly thought it was like a silly comment. Like I was like, oh, she was just like,
her breath actually
like I thought it was just giving like corny, playful type thing. I didn't realize that it had all of this context behind it. So it's just really fucking weird, Aurora. It's just really weird, embarrassing me because I was rooting for the bitch all goddamn season, and you leave trying to eat up my sister.
She's trying to get them an Emmy. That's what she's trying to do.
I mean, it's just like, and that's the thing. I think it's like a give or take because I've seen a few people try to make the argument that it's good TV, it's good TV.
Yeah,
I think that like certain things are good TV. Like even this could be seen as good TV, but I don't like when it's like personal attacks. I really don't. I think people's perspective of personal attacks are different. Because like even when I'm thinking about the Traitors, a lot of Carolyn fans thought the whole comparing her to Forrest Gump thing was personal and she shouldn't have brought that into the thing. And I was thinking, I don't think that's the case. So I think people's perspective on what's personal, what shouldn't be talked about is just different. It's really hard because I think a lot of the fans, they want to see drama, but then certain drama isn't really tolerated, especially depends on the queen it happens to. So that's where it just gets really weird. I don't think that anyone should stop dragging her on their platforms, but I will say I will never agree with a person being like cyber attacked where it's like thousands and thousands and thousands of comments, especially with them already mentioning that they're cool. You know what I mean? I just feel like it gets to a point where it's like we're not helping anything, because I saw in the comments a lot of people were like, you need to get help and you're a weird person and you're a bad person. Like, I mean, we can agree that she's a bad person. Her hearing it a million times from like private accounts and faceless profiles isn't gonna really change much. You know what I mean? So I feel like people, they really take on these emotions secondhand and they attack the other reality people in the competition because they are so passionate about it. And I understand the passionate. I just I just never understand going to quote someone's tweet, going to run up their comments, I just think that's unnecessary. Like I get if you're tweeting about it on your own platform, you get a hit viral tweet, but I just never really stand for millions and thousands of comments all calling her a terrible person. Because like while she probably does need help and that was really fucked up, it's like I don't want anyone to get to the point where they want to harm themselves, because we've seen that happen a lot.
It's never necessary to actually go and reach out to be on the person's Instagram, social media. At that point, you really just are trying to cyberbully them. Because I was telling you, Lisa, I was like, what's the purpose? Whenever you decide, let me go in spam DM and spam comment Ariete, what is your goal? And the answer is you want to make her feel bad. That's not good. Whether she made somebody else feel bad or not, why would you make her feel bad? Or you want her to understand what she did was wrong. You don't think she knows that? Like, I don't know. It's just so many different reasons that you can do it. And of the options, none of them are good, in my opinion. There's not one positive reason to go to somebody's comments and tell them they need to go KYS. God damn. But yes, that was that.
Really
it was weird.
That. She really shouldn't have tried that. She definitely tried the wrong motherfucking one because the internet is not playing about motherfucking on your nerve.
This is the winner of the season. You coming for the winner.
She literally came for the winner of the season. That's gonna be gaggy, girl. I'm gonna need her to give an apology on finale. At the reunion, I hope RuPaul Arietti, would you like to issue an apology or speak on? Because girl.
Okay. The fuck? Anyways, the next day in the workroom, of course, they get the Maxi Challenge. It is an acting challenge. They will be acting in Ross Matthews versus the motherfucking Ducks or whatever. A lot of the girls do not fuck with the acting challenges. I didn't have a problem with it, but this episode, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay, this is getting very difficult. I don't know what we're learning from this. I don't know what we're gaining. Where's the like? How can I tell charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent from this? I'm not. Maybe this is the talent part. I don't know. I'm just really trying to figure it out, but we're here. This was a very difficult episode.
I think specifically with this one, honestly, I feel like with the acting challenges, I understand a little bit more, mainly because it's like, if you are a really talented drag queen, that's what you're gonna get into. You're gonna get into the acting. You're gonna get into all type of lanes. Like Shangela before the allegations was doing that. Trixie Mattel, Monet, Bob, all of the main girls, they're getting into all of those lanes. So if you want, and that's the thing, they want a winner that they feel like will be able to do those things. I just think that sometimes they're really, really silly, and like sometimes, like me personally, I just don't like certain scenes, and like so, and it's just I feel like it's a very uneven way to judge sometimes, but I think it's
hard, but I genuinely do like. I appreciate the acting challenges. There's not one type of challenge that I want them to do away with because I do genuinely like the acting challenges, but I know with a lot of people they kind of don't get anything from it. And this episode, I really started understanding that perspective. I understood like the fact of like, how can I determine anything from this? You know what I'm saying? But I think that comes when a lot of queens are just average at acting. Maybe acting challenges need to be more early on when it's easier to decipher who's a flop at it. Because I don't think this episode had an easy, differentiation. I think they were all kind of on the middling playing field. No one just sat there and just did fucking terrible like Jiggly Caliente is my point. So I feel like acting challenges might need to be earlier in the season so we actually have people who obviously flop, and it's not this situation where everyone online is like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is a confusing situation. I don't think a lot of people agree with this decision because it's like, we're at top 7 and you doing acting challenges. Y'all should be doing some more intense shit at top 7 in my opinion, but hey, we move.
I think that what it does is this late in the competition is separate who could potentially just win the crown, because I think while you're right, no one did necessarily terrible. But when I'm thinking of like Anya's performance, Anya and Sam's performance, they did the motherfucking thing. Like it was so good that it actually made it funny, even though some of the lines were kind of corny. And I feel like that shows real talent. Like, we were talking about it on the phone. Like, no shade to Lana. I don't think she should have been in the bottom, but as far as like acting, she doesn't fall deeply into the character. She kind of keeps her same monotone voice. Some of the mannerisms are still the same. Same with Lexi a little bit. Same with Lydia a little bit. Like they don't really jump into the character, while Sam and Anya really did that. And I feel like it can show this late in the competition. Okay, those are the ones to really watch for.
But because I feel like
if we do like a I would like a design challenge this late. I don't hate design challenges at all. So, but I just think like something like a design challenge is like, okay, well, that's more look focused, and the girls can serve looks, whether it's low tier or not. They want to know about the different aspects. So
I agree, and I don't.
This episode, I actually liked it. I usually do not like the acting challenges, but I actually did enjoy this one.
Yeah, I never mind them. I feel like when it's this late, maybe if it is an acting challenge, it shouldn't be a pair. Like maybe it should be each person individually is acting with Ross Matthews, kind of like Jules Sparkles did, or something. Because I feel like the way they're doing it, it's causing dissension. Like, I'm just trying to clear up the dissension. I don't give a fuck personally. Personally, I didn't have any troubles with it. I'm trying to help the fans. I'm trying to help the girls. I'm trying to help RuPaul. Like, maybe in the end, if we're doing a later acting challenge, it's only 7 girls. They all should be able to either like just have their own individual acting parts if you're really trying to figure out who's going to stand out and who's not, because then you can actually tell. Having Lana act with Anya and then later on have Lexi act with Susie, it's like, how are you comparing them? Maybe all 7 of them should have been in the scene at the same time so you can compare a little bit easier, or they all should have been one by one so you can compare a little bit easier. But like I said, I don't give a fuck. I liked it. I had a good time. I have my opinions about who was in the bottom, and I said what the fuck I said. But boom. When they're choosing their parts, Susie and Jules, they both decide that they want the monologue. Of course, Susie too does, as she does. And the issue is, last time Susie and Jules wanted the same part. And last time they gave it to Jules. And when they gave it to Jules, Jules did fine. She did good. She didn't win that challenge. And Susie did average. So Susie's like, well, you know, I haven't been able to win. I haven't been able to do anything in a long time. Come on, just let me get it. And the girls jumped her. I don't know why everyone thinks Susie is the front runner when it's obviously Anya. I don't know what they have over there. I don't know if they've been hearing the judges say things about Susie.
I mean, she hasn't been performing that well or receiving the best critique for like weeks at this point. Like, I honestly think, well, the thing is, Lexi clearly sees it as some real competition, which I don't even understand from Lexi's POV. Like, she's just completely deluded herself into thinking that Susie is competition for her. But in general, like, I just don't get it. Because even at the end, like, honestly, I feel like it's more of just like it's like a picking with thing, because, you know, they mentioned that she was like the Kumbaya girl type shit.
Yeah,
I feel like it's low-key just like funny, because
it's like what they did with Lucy LaDuca.
A little bit, yes, very much. Like, they know she takes it very serious. They know she wants to do these things, so to basically piss her off a little bit, they're like, "Well, we're not gonna let you do it." And I think that shows at the critiques when they asked them, "Who do you want to see go home?" A lot of them said Susie, and they basically said in Untucked, it's because you're so good, like you and it's like, honestly, I don't think that's the case. I truly feel like it's like they need the cop out, and Susie's right there. Like, Susie's just like the girl, oh, you know, we can make fun of, you know what I mean? I think it's like playful fun, but it's like, child, if I was Susie, I would have got my motherfucking part, bitch. Y'all not gonna bully me out. I agree. Part. I feel like Susie,
put your stuff, like, stand your ground. You literally said last time you did not get your part. There's no reason why this time you shouldn't get your part. Fuck what the bitches are saying. I don't give a fuck what they're saying. I would have said, okay, so anyways, we're going to the work and I'm gonna be Chicago. Okay, thank you. Like, it's not gonna be an issue.
Yeah, because Jules accepts it very quickly. It's like when they say, oh, we're not gonna let you do it, she's like, okay, I'll just take this role. And I will say, I think Susie, she's not worried about it, because when she has given up the role, she's done well. And then now twice, the person who took it didn't eat it up like they thought they was going to eat it up. So I think in her mind, she's just like, well, I'm not going to be in the bottom regardless, because I'm Susie motherfucking too. And the girls in the comments are saying, yeah, she's a little bit cocky, which I can see why it made them be like, girl, we're not going to let you get your way, because you think you that motherfucking girl. You think your shit don't stink. And Susie does think that, which is why I don't think she cares about necessarily getting the role, because she knows she's going to eat it up. She believes that in her heart. And honestly, I love that energy, because I think more girls need that. It doesn't matter what role I get. I'm going to be the star.
And you know what that leads to? Now, why wasn't Lana, Lexi Love, or Lydia B. Collins trying to get this role is what I'm wondering.
And that is
they have had like 4 or 5 acting / comedy / group theme challenges. Every single one, Lana, Lexi, and Lydia are making sure they're doing one that they have a partner with. Why are you never going to be the star? How would you be the next drag superstar if you're never the star in any of the roles?
It's honestly just not smart. It's not smart. Like, you need to have moments where you can really stand out. And I think that's the one negative for Susie, is that she hasn't had a standout moment in a while. So with her giving up these parts so easily, it's like, well, you're missing your moment, girl. You really are. So I hate that. I hate that, especially for like Lana, because I feel like with Lana, like, girl, you need that moment. Like, you're dangling by a thread, mama.
And then this role would have suited Lana very well. It's literally Tiffany Pollard's monologue. Baby, you're black. Letting Jules Sparkles get this role is fucking ridiculous. And I think at the end of the day, it ended up help benefiting Jules to be the one doing the solo role rather than being outshined by someone like Anya. Because the truth is, if Lana did Jules' role and Jules did Anya's role, if Jules did Lana's role, I think Jules would have been in the bottom because she would have got outshined by Anya Nerve, and that would have put her in the bottom. But because Lana keeps doing these roles where she's right next to someone else, we can't see her. We can't see her. It's hard. You're next to some of the baddest bitches in the game. So that's just frustrating as a viewer because I'm like, Lana, you spend your entire season being this, group kind of girly. I want you to be the standout, be the next drag superstar, not just survive. Like, what is this, Survivor? I don't know. I can't. And Corey King was doing the same shit too, but she actually sucks. Like, some of these girls have potential. Why are you not doing it? But we move. Anyways, as they're practicing for their roles, Lexi and Susie end up paired up together, and Lexi has this one-sided beef, as we all know. She's scared, nervous, shook, panicking. I'm fucking over it. I'm so over her being in her head. What was the girl of the name? Nina Bonita, stop! God damn.
Literally, she needs to calm down her inner Nina Bonita. Like, girl, stop. If I see her have one more diary about motherfucking Susie too, please, girl.
And honestly,
it's like, why y'all not worried about Sam? Why y'all not worried about Anya? These are the real bitches y'all need to be worried about. Susie is not competition at this point. She hasn't been for a while.
Clock it. Like, I don't know what it is. A part of me was like, maybe Lexi is like, because clearly Lexi is an overthinker. So I'm like, maybe she's been overthinking about the recent winners. And she's like, a winner like Anya hasn't happened in decades. So I'm not afraid of her. A winner like Sam hasn't happened in decades. I'm not scared of her. The bitches like Susie too are the bitches who've been winning recently. So maybe that's what she's thinking. But also, the issue is it doesn't make sense.
That wouldn't work. Because Susie, I mean, if we're going past the last few winners, no.
Yeah, because what's her name?
That wouldn't even be an accurate.
It wouldn't even work.
That wouldn't be an accurate theory.
So then what is it?
She's delusional.
I'm trying to help her. She's
delusional, and she's deluded herself into thinking that she's in some type of competition with Susie.
Why though?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out a logical explanation for why she's so overly obsessed with Susie specifically. And Lexi is just jealous of Susie because she sees how much Rue likes her.
Then I just think if that's the case, then you should be jealous of Sam. You should be jealous of Anya. Like, I don't think that
I still don't get it.
Praise has been significantly different than anyone else. I think Lexi gets more praise for literally fucking up than anything. So I just don't really get her logic. Maybe it's my sister, the hormones. It's the hormones.
It's just the hormones. But why is she hyper fixated on Susie? But the one thing I do like about this, and it's no shade to Lexi, I'm going to defend her a little bit later on. But one thing I do like about this is that her edit is fully surrounding Susie too, and that is it. So it makes me feel like it's going to be hard to see her win the crown. I feel like Susie and her are going to actually come to a head, or that's going to fuck her up eventually. Because I'm wondering, like, why is this so consistent in her mind? What's happening? So I think it's just going to fuck her up eventually. I need her to either snap out of it and lock in, because if she stays in it, it's going to fuck her up. So I'm literally waiting to just see the crash out at this point. That's how I feel. I'm just waiting to see the crash out and to see her fall, which is very unfortunate, but it's like, you're not focused on the competition. You're focused on Susie too.
Yeah. What? I will say, that's why I think that Anya, to me, I think really has it in the bag, only because as far as, because I've seen all the winners win. I want to say except like Simone. And I feel like the only one left who to me exudes like someone who fits the category of someone who would win a regular season, it would be Anya. Truly. Yeah. I think it would be Anya. Like Sam Star gives very much, she's gonna win All Stars one day, like her mama. Jules, while I really like Jules gives me someone who comes back 2 or 3 more times and gets third or second.
Same placement.
Like you saw how Ruby playing in Jujubee Face. He gonna come back. She gonna bring her back and give her third, second, and third, second, and third. Rue has done that multiple times. Susie, I feel like if Susie was in a different season, maybe
I think Susie could win. I think Susie has a
her like
winner
aesthetics could win, but like
energy.
with this season, I don't think that she would be able to go on the All Stars initially win, if I'm being honest. And then
Yeah.
I will say Lexi does give me that winner energy. I feel like Lexi is
Yeah.
a type of archetype that would win a regular season, but I just feel like, you know, with her edits surrounding Susie and then like all of the other things I've been seeing recently, I'm just like, I don't know if she has a strong winner edit. Like I think Anya is winning. Like I would be shocked at this point if Anya does not win.
I think Anya is winning by far. I think it's easy. If anyone else wins, I do think it's Susie too. I think Susie too is just the next best queen here, unfortunately. But sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it is about the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. And you're right, Lexi Love does have a good story for that as well. But I just feel it for Susie more than I feel it for anybody else. She's just very well rounded. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So boom. After this, Sam and Lydia, they're practicing their scenes. Lydia fucking up. Sam literally asks Lydia, she's like, what do you plan on doing? Like, what do you plan on trying to focus in on this character? And Lydia was like, well, I don't know. I'm just gonna be funny. And Sam is like, what? And this is why Lydia's in the bottom. And I'm gonna just leave that at that. The fuck. Lexi and Susie, they start.
Lydia be winging these challenges low key. She just be
she
like
wings everything. She wings her fits. She wings the runway. She wings the challenges.
She's just like, fuck it.
Girl. And I think that I do feel like that like unconcerned energy. It's kind of like the opposite of Lexi Love. Like you're not always stressing and anxious. So she is able to be a little bit more expressive and free and relaxed. And I think it helps sometimes, like at the roast or when she's lip syncing sometimes, or, you know, clearly Rue likes her. But a lot of the times you're just unpolished because you don't prepare. She's just not a prepared queen, so she doesn't look prepared all the time. And these challenges, she doesn't come prepared. So, yeah, that's that. Lexi and Susie was trying to make a joke that Lana and Anya aren't gonna do good at the challenge. Lana gags Lexi and say, "Ain't you working with the bitch you scared of?" Eats her to fuck up, as she should. And then boom, that's really that. We can get into the motherfucking.
The girls were saying Ross Matthews should have been in the bottom to this episode, girl.
I actually do agree. Because I went back and I was rewatching it. I was like, yeah. Put him in the bottom. Boom. Let's get into it, honey. Starting off with Miss Lana Jarre and Miss Anya Nerve. This was the funniest scene by far. And a part of me feels like it's because this scene just had the content that relates to me the most. Like I feel like I like the most. Like these two rappers. They're joking about ass and titties and all this other shit. The other ones, they were like just boring to me. A lot of the other ones were just like not funny to me.
Honestly. I agree with that, but I don't even think it has anything to do with like it relating. I just think it was like honestly, objectively the funniest one. I mean, that's another reason why I'm like so confused as to why Atlanta was in the bottom, because they were laughing their asses off at that scene. And while I do think a lot of that was because of Anya's energy, I think Lana really held her own in this. Like I feel like while Anya would have ate it up and she probably would have outshined anyone in that position, I think that they played off each other very well. I don't know if Anya would have been able to play off anyone as well as Lana in this scene. Like I don't think anyone else probably could have even played Lana's character other than Lana.
Yeah, I see that. I can't agree with that. I think Lana did do good. Like she did decent. She did fine. She did okay. A part of me feels like the scene itself had funny content, like the lines of this scene was funny. So part of me, when I was watching, I was like, is Lana funny or are the lines of this scene the funniest scene? And that's where I was like, I think it might be that, because when watching her actual performance, she wasn't even, no shade, I know some of the girls are defending her, but for me, I was like, she's not necessarily like, she's just not doing what Anya Nerve is doing. She's not doing what Sam Star was doing. Like, she's obviously not up there at that level. I think she did fine, though. I think it was okay. I think it was fine. I think it was a decent performance. She played off of Anya very well. It just, when it comes to was she the reason I was laughing or was the scene funny, I think the scene was funny. I don't think Lana was the reason I was laughing personally.
I hear that point, but I also recall several like just physical comedy moments from both of them that I thought was really good. Like I do think that she was able to embody the physical aspects of the character. But I agree with the lines situation.
I agree with that. I did like the physical comedy of this, but she did fine. Like it was not, and I don't think anyone really bombed it, which is why I wish this, like us doing these duo scenes, I wish this was an earlier comp, because I would rather someone have bombed this so I can understand it a little more, because it's like, I don't think she did bad, but I don't think anyone did bad at the actual video. But hey, we move.
But that's the thing. I feel like we're at a point. I mean, we've been saying the top 5 this entire time is going to be Sam, Jules, Anya, Lexi, and Susie. And everyone else is like, we're just waiting for them to go home. Now, last episode, I thought, okay, Lydia is about to just start knocking some bitches out, but Lydia is gone, child. Lydia's gone. And now it's like, I don't think Lana is going to be knocking these girls out. It would be Gaggy. I need that from Lana.
It would be Gaggy.
I need Lana to gag the motherfucking live next week. And not only be safe, she needs to win. Imagine that. That would be like the fucking last person outside of the alliance winning HOH at Final Four. Like, that would really upset the girlies. But can Lana do it? I don't know. I'm praying for it.
I don't know.
But it's like, I think that this definitely, because people are saying in the chat, like, it gave very much. It was Lexi's time, especially with the previous track record, but that's where it gets annoying because I feel like they definitely pick and choose which matters, but it's Ruth's show, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's like sometimes previous track record matters, sometimes just the challenge matters. Like, I'm objective like that when we're ranking on the podcast, but I feel like majority of the time, it is what the challenge is. And just me personally, I didn't feel like, based off the challenge alone, that she should have been lip syncing.
Yeah. I see that. We have Lydia next. And I will say something I didn't mention with Lana, I feel like is an issue with Lydia and Lana with this. When they were acting, they were not expressive at all with their face. And I think Lana just has that kind of, what's it called? Resting RBF. And Lydia actually does too. They both have that RBF. Like, they don't really do a lot of expressions with their face. And I think that sucks because when Rue and them are judging, I don't know what they're looking for. But I do know one thing Lexi's going to do is, like, she does a lot of all of that. And I'm like, are y'all thinking that makes her acting better? I don't know. But Lana was very straight-faced, stone cold.
With Lexi, it was very expressive. Like, she had
it was very expressive.
Than Lydia.
And I'm like, maybe that's what it is. Because Lydia was deadpan. Lana was deadpan. And I don't think their roles required that. I think their roles actually was a little bit more energetic. Like Anya and Sam. Like, Anya and Sam were giving energy. They were moving. They were very expressive. They were wild. And Lydia and Lana kind of like were going back and forth with them with this like stoic kind of response and not very expressive at all. And I think it's jarring seeing them next to Sam and Anya, which is why I wish one of them would have did the fucking monologue. Because like I said, if Jules did this part and Lydia did the monologue, I don't think Lydia would have lip synced, because I feel like because Jules was alone, she's not being outshone by Sam Starr. Sam Starr watched Lydia in this. She watched the fuck out of Lydia in this. Don't even remember what Lydia's lines were, personally. But hey, we move. Thoughts, prayers, amen. Then we had Lexi Love, Susie Toot.
This one to me was just a boring scene, I would say. I will say, I don't think, because that's the thing, it's like when you're reviewing Lana versus Anya, you can easily say Anya was the best. She literally won the challenge, and Lana got steamrolled. And then I think when you're reviewing Sam versus Lydia, it's kind of the same. It's like, well, Sam was the best. She probably is second in this challenge. And then Lydia was steamrolled. I feel like in this situation, Susie didn't steamroll Lana at all. And I think that when we see the edited product, Lexi did play off Susie very well. Like, their energies matched. And I agree with you about how Lexi is just way more expressive than Lydia and Lana overall. I think my issue and why I would have say Lexi should be in the bottom, or Jules, which we'll get to, is that in the actual taping, Lexi kept messing up. And that's another thing where I go back to, why is that okay for some girls, but it's a problem with other girls? Because I've watched the full series of Drag Race US, and I've seen several times where they will bring up something that's happening in practice as a reason to judge them on the stage, whether the final product comes out good or not. So the fact that they didn't consider the fact that she was literally fucking up so many times is like, to me, it's like, okay, once again, we're not acknowledging certain faults. And we're kind of just like praising it, because I feel like if Lana had did that and we still got the end game of Lana, it's like, oh well, it would have been a problem. I think it would have just been more of a problem. So that's why I'm just like, at least I wish like she got like critiques on it.
reprimanded.
Yeah,
And that's
like to say that she was just so grand. I'm like, I don't know. It's like I don't know. 'Cause I don't want to say
No,
she doesn't
you're
deserve
spilling.
praise. She deserves praise. It's just it confuses me because I feel like certain girls gets nitpicked, especially this late in the game, and we're seeing a lot of negativity with Lexi and the challenges where she's struggling, and I feel like we're not really seeing that reciprocated on the stage as far as like critiquing her on her abilities. So
Yeah. No, you're spilling. I feel like they definitely, I think the issue that a lot of fans are having right now, like online, even me watching, like even you, like us, like, is that she's not getting critiqued and it feels unfair. It just doesn't feel equivalent. It feels like favoritism because there's so many things that she's doing that is clearly explained as a mess up. Y'all are saying she's not messing up during the challenge. We're seeing the edit and the way they're editing. She's like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. And this happened over and over and over again, and she's not getting critiqued. And I think what happened this episode was people was like, make her lip sync. But my only issue is, I think people are wanting her to lip sync because she's been messing up. But when I'm looking at this particular challenge, I don't think with this particular challenge, she necessarily deserved to lip sync. No shade. I thought she did better than Susie in this scene. If anybody's lip syncing, it would be Susie for me in this scene, personally. So it's like, I do wish she should have lip sync when she fucked up at the motherfucking Snatch game. Yeah. And she didn't lip sync then. And then she should have lip synced when she fucked up at the motherfucking roast. And she didn't lip sync then. Well, I think the other two bombed real bad that time. But still, like, she should have lip synced at Snatch game and she didn't. And I feel like now it's at a point where y'all have not been making her or at least in the bottom. She hasn't even been in the bottom on those times she was fucking up. And it's like, y'all are pissing me. She's been in the top, actually. She was at the top on Snatch game. What are y'all talking about? So I think that's what's pissing people off, is that y'all are not fairly judging her the way y'all are fairly judging everybody else. So it's just annoying.
Especially
and honestly,
in comparison to the edit we're seeing. I think it's very important to mention that the edit, I think, is confusing people because the producers are showing her as struggling, and then we get the result of her being praised. And I think a lot of people, I'm one of those people where it's like, I want Anya to fucking win. And is this going to be a situation where they're not like, is it like, are they setting up this underdog story that she's essentially creating for herself? Because that's the thing. If it is an underdog story, I mean, she's making herself the underdog. You know what I mean? Literally. And that's what it feels like we're getting to, especially because at the end of the day, it's always like, you did great. So I feel like, are we going to get to the finale? And it's like, well, Lexi, you're the winner. Because if I'm being honest, at this point, I don't think Lexi should be anyone here other than Lana.
Yeah, because Lydia's gone. I agree.
At this point, I don't know what we're going to get in these next few weeks, but at this point, I'm like, I don't see why she would win other than the judges clearly feeling very positive about her, which I can't go against their opinion. Like I said, it's their show. It's just that's not what I'm seeing from my perspective.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, this was just a bad one. I didn't like this one at all. And then lastly, we
this screen grab is hilarious.
Lastly, we had Jules Sparkles, who was supposed to be doing a Tiffany New York Pollard rendition monologue. Instead, she did this.
I feel like it was just so awkward. It was not natural at all. It was like she was trying hard to like give like the attitude, and it's like it just wasn't giving. It wasn't giving, especially because this is the iconic Tiffany Pollard fucking monologue. Like, come on, girl, come on.
Michelle Visage was like, she was like, have you seen the show, Tamar? Like, she asked her, and she was like, yes, I have. I know exactly what that is. She was like, it didn't seem like it. It didn't. It seemed like she had never seen it. I was like, what is this?
She said she memorized it, girl, so I don't know where it was at. I didn't like it, and that's another reason why I feel like maybe she could have been in the bottom too, because
she should have been.
You had a really big part, and you didn't handle it. Like, she was not funny to me. She was very awkward. It was very like robotic. So I didn't love it.
In my opinion, Jules and Lydia, based off the challenge, Jules and Lydia should have been at the bottom. In my opinion,
I would say Lexi and Lydia, or Jules and Lydia.
Not Lana.
I just truly do not think Lana should have been in it. But
not Lana Duray.
I think considering how far we're into the competition and things of that nature, I understand why it happened. It's just they're clearly not consistent in the type of judging for a certain girl.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
that is just what I'm noticing. You know,
Yeah.
when you watch so many seasons of this, you'll see certain people get clocked for something that someone else is not getting clocked for at all. And I just think
Yeah.
that's where I'm like experiencing here again. And I don't like that, especially if it leads to her winning. But we'll see.
She's not gonna win. But I hope. I'm praying. But yeah, Jules, this was bad. I do think she benefited from it being a solo, though. Like I said, Lana and Lydia, y'all need to put y'all foot down. Lana is still here. You need to finally be a solo contender. You would do great solo. When you were solo at the roast, you were in the top. Every other time you were not in the top because you're not solo. Go solo, Lana. I just want her to do good. It's like she is a good drag queen, but she's not confident in herself, so she tries to hide in these other roles with other people and all this other stuff. Girl, stand up. If she would have been doing all of these roles solo like Jules has, she would have been in the top multiple times, period. She probably would have killed this role, but instead she wanted to get outshone by Anya Nerve. Why? Ugh, pisses me off. Ugh. I've never yelled at a girl like this. When my mother yells at me like this. Anyways, cover girl, put some bass in y'all walk. Miss Samantha.
Is this
what Trinity gives this every time?
Yeah, Trinity has some really good looks. I
like this.
Yeah, I would say consistently. I didn't hate any of her looks in Non, actually. She's a really good queen. And I really enjoyed this. I think the only thing that threw me off was the different patterns of black and white. But once I once my eyes adjusted, I was like, I really love this. I thought it was really nice. And it's like this like clown effect. I don't know. I thought it was gaggy. I loved it.
I love this. This is really, really good. It's very beautiful. And I think it's just I love Sam Star because she's very polished and organized, like kind of like Susie Toot. Like they are very organized with how they look. And I hate when a queen come out looking all sloppy because this could look ugly on someone who doesn't know how to wear it right. No shade, but she wears it greatly. She really does a good job. Love this. Ooh.
Lingerie.
And this is why you had to lip sync for your life.
Look, the look's not supposed to matter, bitch. And here's the thing. This is what I was saying. If they're considering the looks, I think Jules' look saved her. I think Jules
just Jules.
Yeah. I don't think Lexi look with her performance was good enough to keep her out of the bottom. So that's why I'm just like, okay, is Jules safe because of her look, but is this person not? I don't know.
Yeah, what I think what it was they were like, we're either gonna make Jules or Lana lip sync next to Lydia. And they were like, we don't know which one it is. Let's wait for these looks. And it's obvious who it needs to be of those two. I think that's what it's giving. I don't think Lexi was even an option. Lexi was not even an option, which is ridiculous.
I just feel like they've said on the season several times that it's the challenge that matters. And the challenge can put you in the bottom two. And it doesn't matter how good you are. If you get in the bottom two and you lose, you lose. Yeah. So that's the thing. And I will say they never explicitly say, oh, you're not in the bottom because of this look. But I know for a fact they use that to save certain girls that they want. So that's why I'm just saying. It's definitely a double standard. It's no shade. But honestly,
they kind of hinted at it with Arietti one time. When Arietti wore the silver fox costume, they did hint at the idea that this is just a great look. I can't get over it. And they kept saying that. And it's like, so you don't want her in the bottom because of it. Thank you. But it is what it
is. I will say with Lana, though, she has not been performing that well. She hasn't been taking any standout roles, and the looks have been very underwhelming. So if I was doing it, I would always do it based off of these criteria. And it's like, girl, you didn't come with the come. So, and I think it's another thing, like Lana, it's like, even with the roast last time, it's like, okay, you do kill it with that roast, but then you come out here with the look, and it's like, the look isn't necessarily gagging the live. It always seems like she's just wearing random big shit. Why does she have this big ass bow? That big ass bow is not needed. It's not needed.
You know what she could have done like a cute little Mrs. Frankenstein. Like I feel like the hair and the face gives something totally different than what she has the fuck on. Like, what do you got on? I don't even know what am I looking at, bro? What is this? What are these things behind her? Are they on her hands? The little ribbons? Why do you have ribbons?
The ribbons are on her arm. I like that part because she was like working it. I'm like, okay.
I don't like it.
I
don't like the black train behind her. Is that a black train?
That's the bow. It's a big ass bow.
Anyways, this is a chop. And I feel like if they were like, Jules did terrible, Lana did terrible, one of them gonna lip sync, and then they came out looking like this, I would have been like, I can't do this anymore. like I think I'm just gonna say that's what they did. But also, I was gonna say also she's the only one without a win. Maybe that's in the back of their mind. They're like, why is this bitch still here for real?
Honestly, honestly, and I will say, if they said that, I would understand it. It's just like, girl, y'all can't pick and choose now. Y'all can't pick and choose. But the girl who's saying she's gonna be out next week, I'm telling y'all, she's gonna win that maxi. Don't count my bitch out.
Oh, that would be nasty. I would say she's not the. We'll get there.
Watch it. It'll be a modeling challenge, bitch. Now, why you set up on? Is this the angle?
This is the picture. This is the HD picture.
And it's no shade. My mama killed that.
And you was gonna say,
but see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. Clearly, the challenge matters more than the look. At least 90%. Because no shade, this is one of the worst looks of the night. But mama still won.
But they loved this look. Actually,
they loved it. Now, I'm also thinking, like, did you love it because she also ate the challenge? Because this doesn't even fit. To me, it doesn't even fit the theme. It's not black and white. That's black and silver. I don't think that's close enough to the theme, personally. I don't love it. I'm sorry. This is not a good look for Anya. I don't like how it hugs the body. I don't like the head. I don't like the silver. I did not think it looked good on her. I don't think it looked flattering on her at all. I didn't love it.
I don't think she loves it. Look how she's standing in it. She doesn't even look confident. It looks like a cum stain. It does.
Yeah. Oh, somebody said that in the chat. I thought you were saying.
Oh yeah, somebody said in the chat. You know the girls get crazy.
Yeah, no, I didn't love this one. I don't give a damn because my mama still won, and that's the motherfucking game. Her wins are like very specific too. It's like Snatch Game, right? No, yeah, she won Snatch Game.
She won Snatch Game. What was her first win?
Was it the host? Was she hosted the Rusical? Was it the Rusical?
No, it was not the Rusical. It was
RDR Live.
Wait, was it that?
I thought she won for hosting RDR Live.
She did win for hosting RDR Live. Why didn't she win the one where she literally scatted? Who won the one where she was scatting?
Oh, Cher. Wasn't it Cher? Oh, no.
Cher was the Rusical.
Girl, I'm confused.
So no, I think she did win RDR Live. I think she did win RDR Live.
She won RDR Live for sure. Then she won Snatch Game, and now she won this one. I feel like those are very big ones because she won RDR Live while being the host. Then she won Snatch Game, and then she won this one. I remember that scatting one. What was that for?
I don't remember. It was commercial. I like the commercial challenge. It was a commercial, and she did hers.
Oh, she won the scatting one.
Oh wait,
so she won for RDR.
So she didn't win RDR Live. Susie won RDR Live. What did Susie do?
Girl, look.
Oh, the chain.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
What is it?
This really should have been Anya's 5th win. So we going back, and we like Anya won that. Anya, when I tell you, the only person I can remember in any of these challenges is Anya. Like
it's Anya.
Dead ass, because none of the other girls' performances was that memorable. Okay,
girl. I do remember Susie too. I remember Susie too. Yeah, she was a change
update as Rue babysitter. Girl, Rue just be if you find something that Rue connect to and make him laugh, it's over, girl. He'll give you the win, girl. It don't matter what you do. But so yeah, it was scat. Okay, the scat one that makes sense because Mama was up there.
I was like, I know she did good on that one.
Ate that up. And then Snatch Game, and now this. Regardless, it's
very good, very great queen. She's winning the season, y'all. Is this the look of a winner? Well,
this ain't the finale night look.
It'll be it this season.
I mean, the thing is, can your fave walk out there with the worst look of the night and still win the maxi? No, they cannot.
Nope. Which is why Anya is not in the worst look of the night. It's coming up soon. Oh, we just passed it actually. Let me remind you.
Oh my God! Hey, why you keep saying this? Girl, Jinx won. She never once looked good.
Lisa, is that true?
Well, for season 5, yes. I don't know what she gives in All Stars, but no.
Next we have a motherfucking Huntress.
Girl,
I hate a bitch who want to come out in her best motherfucking fit the week she go home.
Like when I tell you, this honestly, it was this. I think something 1 or 2 weeks ago. I don't know. This look very specifically made me realize the potential of Miss Lydia Butthole Collins. I mean, this bitch look fantastic, and it's like honestly, girl, it's because it fits. Like no shade.
Yes.
Most of the look she's worn has not fit her correctly. This looks fucking fantastic.
It
It
does.
truly does. She looked opulent. She looks rich.
It
And we can
does.
finally see her face. The beat
It
is
does.
beat. Like, I
Does.
think she looks great. This is literally my favorite look of the night.
Real as it should
And
be.
Lydia
This is
Hague
amazing.
never gave me the favorite look of the night. This is my favorite look of the night. She bodied this.
Yeah. She bodied this real bad. This is fucking amazing. And it truly is the face, Lisa. I think her best commodity is her face.
It looks
And she
great.
hides it in these fucking masks and fucking and all these body suits. Like, girl, show your face. That is your prize. If she showed that face every fucking runway, I'd probably give her a win every time. She looks gorgeous. Ain't nobody beating it like her. Truly. Now, if she gives this an all-stars, maybe I'll allow it.
Girl, she may get close to that crown, mama.
Hold on now. Next, we have my worst look of the night.
You thought this was bad? I
like
think its
it.
photograph's bad, but I was gagging. I think this is my
like
second favorite look of the night, honestly. I thought it looked good. One of the judges mentioned they wish it was like cinched a little bit more. Personally, I didn't think it was necessary considering the type of gown it was.
Yeah.
I think it could have added something to it. However, I just really liked it. I love the concept. And, you know, I just feel like what I like about Susie is that she is kind of this quote unquote camp queen. But to me, I don't think she really stays in a box. I truly think that she, you know, stands out and she tries to give different looks and different appeals that's like different to what she's already presented. So I don't know. I really like this look.
Yeah. Okay. Some of the girls in the chat like it. I didn't love this at all. Somebody said this is her best look of the season. I see that. I just didn't.
But I think it's really good.
I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why. It's just not hitting for me. Maybe this is something that has to grow. But I was like, okay, good. At least somebody else hated it. Okay. It wasn't for me. Because I feel like, am I going crazy? Because the judges loved it. The judges loved this.
I just think it's so cunty a little bit. Like, I don't know. I really enjoy it.
I think it wants to be cunty. And then it's not for me. Another terrible look. Hold on.
And I'm sorry, they should have put her in the bottom. And that's another thing. Now we're getting to the point. Because I think, what's that girl name? Michelle Visage mentioned it, but she mentioned it jokingly about how we always get a train. We're now getting to the point with Lexi Love where it's like, well, we're getting the same concept of a look, okay? It's no shade. And honestly, if anything, it could have been Lana versus motherfucking Lexi if we're considering the looks, because Lydia's look was nasty, okay?
Yeah.
And honestly, like, pull up, Lana. Go back to Lana. You see how they basically have the same like mid that like.
Why do they do that? What is that?
Line?
Yes, I know.
They're wearing basically the same look to me. I don't know. Like they both looks get the exact same energy. They should have had both they tall legged asses up on their lip syncing. Honestly, that would have been a nasty ass lip sync if we being for real. And and that's another thing too. Another thing is, and this probably was really going to help Lexi. I don't think Lexi's going home in a lip sync necessarily. I really don't. I think Lexi is going to turn a motherfucking lip sync.
I think so too. You know,
will be interesting.
I have a prediction. I think Lexi is lip syncing every round from here on out. That's my prediction. Get into it.
I would say
because Susie's not, Sam's not, and Anya's not. So who's gonna lip sync?
Jules. I think Jules has
Jules and Lexi
of getting down there. Because at this point, Jules, other than Sam, Susie, and Anya, and Lexi's as based on critiques, Jules is the only other one who's been inconsistent. Actually, every one of them except Jules have never been in the bottom two.
Yeah, that's
Jules is the only one who's been in the bottom two. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jules get down there as well.
That's true. It probably is gonna be
all Lexi gotta do is smile, and they're gonna be like, "Girl, you're safe."
this next time, I think it'll be Jules and Lana. Well, I mean, I genuinely think it'll be Lexi, but it could easily be Jules and Lana. But after that, Lexi's lip syncing every round or going home.
And I can see her stumping it out every round. So we're gonna see.
That would be
we're gonna see.
I would like to see that.
This Florian, I'm excited to see new people lip sync because I feel like we've gotten several lip syncs this season with the same 5 people, and they've all fucking sucked. Like I really wish that Lydia had some good competition in these lip syncs, because baby, it would have been a real gag. But like the competition wasn't there, and now like you can consider Lana a lip sync assassin, but like Lana's lip sync haven't been.
Her lip syncs aren't good. I don't like them.
And it's no shade. I will say they didn't show Lana. That's the thing. I don't even think Lana won the lip sync. I think Lydia just fucked up.
I agree. Lydia was winning that lip sync. And then she started
because
cutting her dress.
when someone wins, they really spotlight them in the lip sync. It's a very dominant performance, and that didn't happen. Even with the whole cutting of the scissors, the camera stayed on Lydia, and honestly, she was still eating it up. I'm not gonna lie. I would have still gave it to Lydia. No,
I would still gave it to Lydia.
It's no shade, because as soon as she got the shit off, Mama was like. I don't know what it is about Lydia, but something about her, it's like you really just want to go straight to her at those lip syncs.
Her face, it's her face. Her face is her best commodity. She draws you in. But yeah, the scissors sabotage her. She honestly should have just continued the lip sync without the scissors, and she would have won because she was winning that lip sync. If you ask me, no shade, Lana's not a good lip syncer. She just moves a lot. But last and not least, Jewel Sparkles. This is really cute. I really adore this look.
I thought it was a great concept, and the judges love it as well. It's giving high fashion.
I adore it. It's very high fashion.
And like I said, if we're considering the looks, definitely saved her enough because the performance wasn't terrible, and this look is really, really good. But like we kind of mentioned, I really think Jules could be someone that is going to be in danger now because, who knows? And I feel like also how we're feeling about her, like not necessarily having a fully established brand. I can't help but think that they also probably think that, especially when you have people surrounding her that are very established, I feel like, in who their personality is. So it'll be interesting to see where she goes from here.
I agree. She's someone who I would like to see grow and then do an All-Stars, like maybe All-Stars 12 or 11.
Honestly, a lot of these girls will be fun on the All-Star season. Like I like the All-Stars 11 because the older All-Star seasons, they would really focus on the seasons that kind of came out right before it. Yeah, they kind of strayed away from that as the season's going on. I would not mind an All-Star season with just queens from 15, 16, and 17. Literally, I only want an All-Star season with the queens from those seasons because there's like this new age energy that I think could bounce off each other very well in an All-Star season.
Yep, I would like that. Ooh, boom. Let's get into these motherfucking tears, child. Last week we had no mothers, and we meant that shit.
No mothers,
no tea, no shade. No, we went over it. It was a struggle for us. We were deciding.
I will say I regretted it by the end of it, especially because now that Lydia's out, we should have gave Lydia her 10.
I said we should have been consistent. I did all. I'm not gonna go over this again. Arietti is out.
Bye, Arietti.
Top last week
with your nasty ass.
Jewel Sparkles was chopped last week, but I don't. She didn't do that good at the challenge, and the look was great.
I would say Child.
I was like maybe bottom of mid, but Child is fine with me because
the performance wasn't giving, and you had the New York Pop.
You had the performance. Next we have Susie too. What did she do?
The performance wasn't the best for me. I loved her look. I would move her to the top of mid for now.
Okay, that's fine with me. Lexi Love, Child under Jules. Let me quit playing with her.
No, I agree. I think you put her above Jules because I think her performance was better.
But her look was worse. It's almost below Jules. Let me stop.
The girl saying Lexi need to be in Chop. Alessandro, get in here to defend your sister, girl, because they trying to get her in Chop.
Lexi does not need to be in Chop. If Lexi's in Chop, Jules needs to be in Chop.
No.
Well, then why is Lexi above Jules? If anything, Lexi needs to be below Jules, which I'm okay with.
Well, let's think. Are we reaching for putting her in front of Jules? I feel like maybe a little slight. I don't know.
Let me really think about it because
I can see if we're going based off the episode that Lexi did have a really, really bad episode, but I'm fine with both of them being a child.
Okay, let's just leave it alone before we start fucking up.
Because remember early in the season, it was really, really hard.
Minute for my mama, please. Yes, it was hard. I don't know. There was an area in the season where it got real difficult. What the fuck was that? And then the beginning was so difficult. But we here. Sam Star.
Do we think that? Because I will say this, I feel like Jules' look was stronger than Lexi's performance, and Lexi also had a bad performance.
I agree, which is why I feel like Jules would be above Lexi for me.
Okay, I think
because of the look. Okay, I'm fine with that. Period. Sham Star, Camp.
Good episode for Sham Star. She is going to be a lovely runner-up to Anya Nerve. Like, oh my god! Like, I cannot wait to see her get that. No, her mama
runner-up.
Her mama got a co-win. Oh my god! When we get a co-win between Anya and Sam, This the new Monet and Trinity, y'all. This the new Monet and Trinity, child.
Ooh. I know Monet
actually hate that.
Let me
If I was on motherfucking Drag Race and they announced, apparently because you know how it works, right? Like they don't, what we see on stage, every queen in the finale films a win.
Mm-hmm.
And they've also filmed several double crownings. That All-Star season is just the first time they actually did one. And I saw recently that season they actually didn't record one, they just did it. But it's like, I would absolutely hate.
I would hate that too.
To share my win.
Bitch,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'd be like, honestly, let her have it.
Okay.
And I'm not playing. Because I mean, like, what am I here for? I mean, I guess. I don't know. I would be kind of
Lisa, take that win.
I'm gonna take it. Let's be real.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Lisa Rose.
In my head, I'm gonna be like, Rue, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I think you should say it to her. Be real about it. Call her out. Okay. Lisa Rose in chat. I'm about to crash the fuck out.
Why?
Because what I said last episode about maybe we should just stay consistent and keep the bitches in mother, because when it's a bad look, we've given them mother last time. We have another dilemma.
No, we don't.
Where is Anya Nerve?
Anya Nerve is not a dilemma. Just like how.
Why? And that's not consistent. We should have gave Lydia and Lana mother.
It doesn't matter. Let me say it. And I will say, last time I had a different opinion, but this is what it's gonna be. Okay. Just like how it's RuPaul's Drag Race, and RuPaul can keep Lexi all the way to the finale because he like her. Anya's taking her ass up to mother because this is TRK's Drag Race, bitch, and we make the rules.
Which I agree. I agree with that. But I also feel like we should have just given Lydia mother last episode.
Look,
and that's all I was trying to say.
That was Lydia.
Last
this is Anya.
That's
one. That's the thing, because the reason why it was so hard is because Lydia hasn't been above child since we did this. So it
wasn't hard for me though.
It was, to me, it was jarring to go so high.
It was jarring.
But in this situation, Anya is the winner. Anya is going to win.
Anya is the winner, and she will be mother at the end of the season. I just felt like why are we giving mother to girls who aren't wearing
Lydia up there? Put Lydia up there.
Absolutely not.
No,
we'll give Anya mother.
Do it. So this is such a problem. Put her up there. Just to say Lydia was in the mother tier. Put her up there.
She wasn't though. We didn't decide on that. And that's what's unfortunate, because I just feel like next season we need to either be consistent and always do a mother, or if the look isn't a mother look, they should be in camp. Anya Nerve should have been in camp when she wore that t-shirt.
I regret not putting Lydia in mother. I do. I feel like at the end of the day,
you did say that.
It is opinion based, and I am going to be biased, just like RuPaul. And for me, Anya is not the same conversation. Like I get her look was trash, but like with Lydia, it was more things than just like the look was trash. It's also weeks of bad performances. Anya hasn't had that. But moving forward, we will consider. I will say it doesn't necessarily need to be a mother every episode. That's what
I was saying when we put Anya in mother. I was saying she doesn't have to be mother.
You yelling in my ear, baby. You cut me off. Let's not do that. Let's keep it cute. Pharaoh.
The finish.
Well, if you stop screaming over me. Is this the untuck?
Are you gonna talk?
Is this the untuck? Do I need to untuck you in the face?
You can't untuck me in the face. Do it. You'll be sent
you're getting real loud and urban. But I don't think necessarily it needs to be a mother every episode, but I think that Lydia did fit the mother category, so she might as well have just went in it. Like I'm pretty sure there's gonna be one season or episode somewhere where it's like, girl, none of these bitches is mother. Like Lydia, it was contention. Yeah, so I feel like she should have just been in there. I see. Whether it's like with like, yeah. So we'll just see.
Okay, period. Lana Del Rey. I didn't even hate her performance, but it's a chop.
Chop? No. We're not putting her in chop. It's at least child. I would say performance. Look, I would say at least under Jules. But that's the thing. That would mean it should have been Lana and Lexi, and I agree. Lana and Lexi should have been lip syncing.
And I don't think it should have been. I think Lana is below Lexi for me. look and performance wise.
I mean, you could put her behind. You could put her behind her, but performance wise, I think she did way better than Lexi. And look wise, I like Lana's more. So,
and I don't agree with either of those sentences. I hated Lana's look.
Well, this is Lee's Drag Race.
See, and now we changing the name. Damn.
Is Lana above Lexi or behind her, chat? Oh my God, no wins by episode 11 is chop. I don't care. Oh, brother.
No, that's team.
But when I say Lydia should have been not in camp because her performance, let me stop.
You finna piss me off. Lydia B. Collins.
Honestly, none of it matters because I'm gonna put whoever I want anyway.
Lydia, you finna be real mad at me, Lisa.
Oh, the girl saying below. Oh, below. Oh, below.
Lisa,
Lana should have been lip syncing.
Lisa Rose, you finna be mad at me.
What?
I think Lydia's above Lana. Let me tell you why.
Oh no, yeah, the look. Honestly, the look alone, I would put her at the top of child. I'm not even lying.
Me too. Because the performance was mid, but so was everybody else's in this.
So really, it should have been Lana and Lexi lip syncing, and then Lexi should have sent Lana home.
I see that, but having Lydia not
Lexi start thinking of Susie too. That's all. That's all Lana would need to do. Lana would need to whisper Susie Toot in Lexi's ear while she was performing. That girl would have had a whole panic attack.
Yep.
You gotta play chess.
She would have ate her.
I would have started tap dancing.
Yeah. It's real bad. It should have been Lana and Lexi.
I feel bad because this episode. I feel like Lydia really started growing on me. She really did, and I feel like I really started to like understand the drag a little bit more, and like the personality type. So I'm excited to see what she can give in All Stars for sure. Because a lot of the other girls in that cast was not giving that interesting per se. So
I wish she had more time because I'm scared she might still be wearing unfitted outfits. But yeah. But this board,
the girls bring their like 10s to All Stars. I would be shocked. I mean, I guess she could go in there and make all of her outfits because I think Roxy did, right? It's possible. I just think that a lot of the times in All Stars, the girls really come with the come. Like it's serious.
That's true. So it better be serious, Lydia. But this board is exactly what I was trying to say at the beginning of the episode. I wish they would have did this challenge earlier on because no one's a chop. And that's why it was such a hard, difficult conversation for everybody on social media, because it's like any of these 4 people in Child could have had a reason to lip sync. She could have made Jules and Lydia lip sync. She could have made Jules and Lexi lip sync. She could have made Lydia and Lana lip sync. And I think because of that is why Rue was just like, we just gonna do the 2 flop bitches because, well, she obviously liked Lexi's performance, which is stupid. But compared to Jules, at least, I feel like she was like, okay, we'll just do the bitches who've been flopping all season. And I don't like that. I want it to be what happened in the episode. And I feel like because this challenge didn't do enough showing you who was different, he was like, I guess Lana and Lydia, because I don't think it was fair. I think it was, we don't have enough information from this challenge. So we're going to go based off past shit. And that's not, or favoritism, which is bullshit. They should have did a different challenge, or they should have made them all do a monologue, or they should have put all 7 in the scene. And that's what I'm trying to say. But anyways, we move. They lip sync to, what did they lip sync to? Unholy. Like I said, I don't think Lana did good in that lip sync at all. I just think Lydia had to cut her shit up. And then that was it. Shantae, you say. Boom. We're going into top 6. I know that's right.
Top 6, girl. I'm rooting for Lana Jarre to win this match. I'm telling y'all, Lana's not going home next. I'm telling y'all.
I genuinely don't think she is. I don't think she is either, though. I don't think she is either. Maybe she just is, and I'm being delusional. But a part of me is like, maybe Lexi and Jules will lip sync, and Jules will go home next. Or like maybe Lana will lip sync against Jules and lip sync her out.
And this right here, Alessandro, we don't need a lip sync Lollapalooza reunion. These bitches cannot lip sync. I do not care to see any of them lip sync against each other, bitch. We're gonna end up with motherfucking Lucky Stars winning because good goddamn, like
Lydia B. Collins would win that. Maybe they do it and Lydia wins and they're like all star.
Yep. Because the final girls, they don't compete in it. So like Lexi, the girls who could actually probably lip sync, they're not gonna be in it.
Gotcha.
So it probably will just be Lydia. But I don't want to see Lydia run through a bunch of flop ass bitches.
But this is why I missed the Lollapalooza mid-season. I wish we still had it because I want to see the girls lip sync. And some girls you never get to see lip sync because they're those girls. So I really don't. I don't like that. I wish they kept it mid-season. It should have been this round, honestly. This
And-
round should have been lip sync Lollapalooza instead of this
And
challenge.
honestly, the reunions is so much better because that is what's so interesting about Drag Race. Even to this day, they keep switching up the reunion / finale format
Yeah.
because it wasn't one at first, and then they started having the reunion. Then they moved the reunion to the finale, which was the worst idea ever. They got
Yeah.
RuPaul in a wig sitting on a chair. I know his ass was hot and sweating trying to talk to these girls about bullshit. And then now I'm in the era where they went back to a reunion and then doing the lip sync for the crown at the finale, which I think is the best format in my opinion. I think the idea is cute for a lip sync for the eliminated queens, but it's giving y'all need to, because they used to do a preview, you know, the episode where they show like past moments of the season.
Yeah.
Instead of having that episode, make that a Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
And then the finale. I don't think that we should take away the finale to replace it with that, especially a season like this where it's just not giving. Because last season when they did it, that was a giving cast as far as lip syncs and just being able to perform. This cast, they're not giving performers, they're not giving lip syncers, they're not giving dancers.
They're giving reunion is what they're giving. That's what they're giving.
And to get sit down and talk about Ariadne nasty ass motherfucking message.
Yep.
I'm gonna need Anya to cuss her out one time.
Yep. She not.
But yeah, I would rather that.
She congeniality. She not gonna do it. But yeah, y'all. We'll be back next week talking the same shit or whatever. Make sure y'all get into our other shit because we are doing our Survivor Rewind. If you're into Survivor or not, check out our Survivor Rewind, please. Even if you don't want to watch the show, watch us. We're very entertaining regardless. So get into that. It was actually a really good discussion last time. We talked about some real serious shit, surprisingly. So get into our Survivor Rewind, and the next week we will be covering episodes 3 and 4. So if you want to watch with us, watch episodes 3 and 4 for next week. Of course, we got all our shit going on. We did our RuPaul's Drag Race. We'll be back next week for that. Every Wednesday, we do Australian Survivor and Survivor 48. Every Thursday, we do Survivor Rewind and the Challenge Rivals. And every Friday, we do our Amazing Race recap. Earlier today, I did do a recap for Amazing Race with Luis and Michelle on Coqueta Chat. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out. It's on their channel. I guess I can link it in the description. Or you can find it, girl, no shade. And then coming soon, of course, we have the Reality Rewind. Make sure you send in your votes for one of these 10 shows. The link is in the description or whatever. We will be covering it in May, whichever one gets voted for. And last but not least, get into the Scripted Kingdom. Last week, I did my review of Captain America, Brave New World. This week, I did my February recap. And I am posting my Mickey 17 review this weekend. And then coming soon, I will be covering Snow White and giving a review for that. No shade. That's going to be a funny one. And child, not Snow White. So get into that. And thank you for keeping it real with the motherfucking kingdom, honey. We out. Why is y'all in the chat about Love Island Rewind?